Yes. Where did we stop? We're done halfway through the list.
Yeah,
Correct.
45.
No?
Yeah, page 45.
Page number 45.
Second,
Bhavan etasani anyani
Amayate.
pushani anayadu iti. Correct?
No, sir, just before that.
Okay. Sa tadrushani adhikani pushpani kamayate. Right?
Yes.
So Pandavaha vanavase चरन्ति अत्र तत्र चरन्ति विहरन्ति राइट कानन प्रदेश वने वनम् अस्ति तत्र ते विहरन्ति के पाण्डवाः विहरन्ति तत्र ते सर्वे रमन्ते द्रौपदी विहरन्ति विहरन्ति द्रौपदी मोदते राइट तत्र किम् अभवत् एकं पुष्पं आगतम् एकं पुष्पम् आगतम् राइट वायुना आनीतम् एकं सुन्दरं पुष्पं सा पश्यति द्रौपदी ईक्षते राइट तत् सौगन्धिकं कमलम् इति सा जानाति वा जानीते टू फॉर्म्स जानाति जानीते सा तादृशानि अधिकानि पुष्पाणि कामयते सा इच्छति सा इच्छति we have done the verb इच्छति correct so इच्छति the verb इच्छति परस्मैपदी verb clear now you have got a आत्मनेपदी verb कामयते सा पुष्पाणि अधिकानि पुष्पाणि इच्छति वा और सा अधिकानि पुष्पाणि कामयते राइट सो सा किं करोति सा व्हाट डज शी डू अतः देयरफॉर सा पतिं भीमसेनं प्रार्थयते प्रार्थयते so she requests whom patim bhimasenam right patim bhimasenam in ditya vibhakti she requests whom she requests husband bhimasena right sa patim bhimasenam prarthayate you know this verb really comes from the pra upasarga plus the dhatu arth right and something else happens to it but it's too far away to think of right but you have to recognize the upasarga the prefix pra right upasarga what we call as prarthana is prakarshena arthana you get what I'm saying it is pra plus arthana the pro upasarga right forcefully shall I say forcefully asking for the goal for the result is prarthana so sa patim bhimasenam प्रार्थयते सा विनो तद प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनम स्त्रीलिंग पदम राइट प्रातिपदिकम तद नो स्त्रीलिंग पदम राइट साते साते व्हाट साते ताहा राइट क्लियर नो साते ताहा विनो नो
Yes, sir.
Bhavan, what does she tell him? What does she tell him? Bhavan, you etadrushani anyani bahuni pushpani anayatu bring anayatu bring right nayati so we have done the kriya padam nayati right take or to lead right I told you, no, the ni dhatu, right? Dhatu is ni. And here you have an upasarga a. When added to this, changes the meaning. Anayati is to bring. You understand? See what has happened. Has the upasarga changed the meaning of the kriya padam? Nayati is to take or to lead. Anayati is to bring, to fetch. So what has the upasarga done? The upasarga has changed the meaning of the kriya padam. Clear? What the upasarga does? Prakarshena dhatvartah anyatra niyate. That means what it does, it changes the meaning of the kriya padam forcefully to something else altogether. Right? And the beauty is the upasarga, as in the prefix. We have done many prefixes. By now we have done what? Can you tell me? Pra, we have done upa, we have done ava, right? For that chatu, upa, right? We have done upa as well, right? Upa vishati. We have done the verb upa vishati. We have done now prarthayate, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens is the upasarga can enhance the meaning of the verb. Like what is pra doing? It is enhancing the meaning. That means giving more stress, right? It can cause a negative meaning as well, right? For example, the V upasarga. For example, you have got sarjanam is creation, and visarjanam is destruction. What has V done? It has given you an opposite meaning, right? Viparita artha. It has given a viparita artha. That means you have got a completely opposite meaning. Sarjanam creation, visarjanam destruction, right? So it can cause a exact reversal of meaning, correct? Or it can mean something completely different. For example, ru dhatu is the kriya padam harati. We know harati, no? What is harati? To snatch away, to take away, right? That is how our God is Hari, He takes things away, right? Harati is to take away. But have you seen what we have done? Viharati. What is Viharati? To roam, to go around here and there. Does it give a meaning of to snatch away? Not at all. Entirely different meaning. Aharati is to bring. Another kriya padam for the same, what we did for anayati, aharati. You see what a has done? Has it changed the meaning altogether? Or samharati is to kill. You know, na samhar, we say, no, कि संहार किया उस राक्षस का भगवान ने. Don't you say that? Samharati.
Surasam.
So how are you seeing how upasargas are behaving? How they are changing the kriya padam meanings? They enhance the meaning. They can give opposite meaning. They can give completely different meaning. Nothing related to the kriya padam at all, right? Praharati is to attack. You say no, prahara. See what that upasarga is doing. So, right? There is a famous karika, praharahar samhar pariharavat. Are you seeing the same one word? Prahar, ahar, samhar, parihara. Pariharati is to solve, Do you know the word pari? किसी चीज का परिहार आपके पास सपोज कोई समस्या है तो उसका परिहार कैसे किया जाए सोल्यूशन right? Are you able to see the how the upasargas are changing the meaning of harati into different ways, right? Okay, good. And the last thing is the upasargas can not change the meaning at all. They can just keep them as it is. No change in the meaning at all. For example, hasati, vihasati, same meaning. No change, right? No change in the meaning, right? So, for example, hasati is to laugh, vihasati is to sort of joke, We say to joke. So, not much difference in the meaning, right? When there is a joke, you laugh, right? So, you laugh at something or you joke at something. Same meaning. No change. Upasarga doesn't do anything. These are clear 4 ways in which the upasargas change the meanings of Kriyapadamis. Correct?
Yeah.
So anayatu. So bring, you bring, Bhavan, etadrushani, similar, anyani, other, bahuni, many, pushpani, anayatu. Right? Are you able to see quickly here how the visheshanams, the adjectives, are taking the forms of the noun?
Yeah.
Are you able to see etadrushani, anyani, bahuni, pushpani? So who changed all those forms? This guy changed.
Pushpani. Yeah.
Pushpani changed the forms of everything else.
Yeah.
Right? As a matter of fact, if the Sanskrit language does not have a concept of adjectives, you understand what I'm saying? In English, we say, for example, we say the red bus. Correct?
Right.
So what do you say? The bus is a noun and red is an adjective. Am I right? हिंदी में भी यही बोलते हैं ना हम लोग. राकेश जी आप हैं?
अजी सुन लो.
सुन रहे हैं ना आप? हिंदी में भी यही बोलते हैं हम. एक विशेषणम है, एक विशेष्य है. So you have got a visheshya, which is a noun, and you have another a visheshanam. Correct? Huh? Am I right? Visheshyam and the visheshanam. The noun is the visheshyam, and the visheshanam is the adjective. This is our concept which we have understood in our English and Hindi and Marathi. Everywhere we try to understand it like this, right? In English, in Sanskrit also, there is something called a visheshya and there is something called a visheshana, right? But in Sanskrit does not differentiate between the two. They are supposed to be on par. As a matter of fact, in the English language also, such a concept is there. I give you an example.
Blue sky, sky blue.
Ah, very nice. The blue sky and the sky blue. So the sky becomes a visheshanam to blue, and blue becomes the visheshanam to sky. So they are both on par, and in Sanskrit we call it as the samana adhikarana. They have the same substratum, samana adhikarana. Right? As a matter of fact, when you are, for example, looking at a blue flower, correct? Correct? When you are looking at what? You are looking at blue also, no? When you are looking at the blue flower, you are looking at the blue and you are looking at the flower. Correct? So, are these two words having the same position? Or, for example, when you say in a blue flower, that means it should be in the blue and as well as in the flower. You appreciate what I'm saying? Suppose I say from a blue flower, that means it should be from the blue and as well as from the flower. Correct? Can you say from the blue and in the flower? Can you say two things at the same time? Can you say, for example, I got a fruit from the blue and in the flower?
No.
Can't say that. They have to be. They have to be from the blue, from the flower. I look at the blue. I look at the flower. I there is a bee in the blue in the flower. They has to be on the same substratum, and therefore they will have to take the same vibhakti. They will have to take the same form. Is this clear? Why we say that they have to take the same form logically?
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Let's go further.
Yatu is a lot lakara.
Anayatu is lot lakara, right? We have not done. We have done anayati is, for example, Bhimasenaha
Hmm.
anayati. So Bhimasena brings. Bhima brings. But now you want to tell, you want to give an order, you know, Bhima, bring. You want to give an order, a command. She's his wife, so she commands him, right? Now, what is the difference
Bus.
between command and a request? You understand what I'm saying, Mike?
What do we call red bus in Sanskrit?
What do we call as?
Red bus in Sanskrit, you said.
Red bus could be, the red color is Rakta Varna. Rakta Varna. So Raktam Yanam. Right? See now, bus ke liye, the word which is commonly coined is Lokayanam. Yanam is any vehicle, anything that takes, move you from one place to another is a Yanam. Right? And bus ke liye see, bus is a relatively modern term, correct? I'm sure there were no buses at the time of Kalidasa. So there was no word. But for the ingenuity of the Sanskrit language, it is not difficult to invent words. You agree? To create new words is the beauty of the Sanskrit language. So Kesham Krute, for whose sake the Yanam is? For the Lokanam Yanam. Correct? No? Is it for one person? Bus is meant for so many people, right? So Lokayanam is the word which has been coined, right? Railway can be Railayanam. Obviously, we don't have a word called railer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Railer, there is no equivalent word. I mean, you can. Somebody, a few years ago, I was told that Loha Patha Gamini is the train. So you can invent such words. There's nothing prevents you from doing that, right? So red bus could be Raktam Lokayanam, right? Rakta is red, right? Obviously, we know why. It's blood which is red. So Raktam Yanam, right? Or or the brown color is called the Kapi Varna. Monkeys are generally brown, so Kapi Varna, Rakta Varna,
Uttamam.
right? Okay. Bhimasena, we see one more place now here where you see the upasarga completely changing the meaning of the Kriya Padam. Bhimasenaha Gada Panihi San. See what a beautiful construction in the Sanskrit language, right? So first word you understand. Who is Bhima? What is Bhima? That Vyakti Vishesha Bhima. That specific person Bhima. Agreed? Fine. This word, we know clearly what it means. It means a specific person Bhima, who is the husband of Draupadi, who has been ordered by Draupadi to fetch the flowers. We know, specific person. Vyakti Vishesha. In Sanskrit, we'll call it is a Vyakti Vishesha. Clear? Fine. The next word, Gada Panihi. We know what is Gada. What is Gada? The mace is the Gada, no? Gada, right? And Panihi, the word Panihi, the Pratipadikam Pani, which is an Ikaranta Pullinga word, means hand. You know this word Pani is hand, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Go, yes. Totra Vetraika Pana Ye. Correct? Very nice. Very nice. So, who is Totra Vetra Pani? Totra Vetraika Pani? Who is Totra Vetraika Pani? He is that person who has got Totra and Vetra in his one hand.
Yeah.
Totra Vetra Eka Pani.
Yeah, whip, no? Yeah.
Exactly. So, who is so are you able to understand that this word literally means there can be several meanings to this word, right? This Gada Pani can have several meanings. It can mean somebody whose hand is. It can mean a hand which is like a Gada.
Okay.
It can mean. Understand carefully what I'm saying. Gada Panihi can be a hand. Can be a hand which is like as strong or as big, right? Or in the shape of a gada. Some hand. I mean, it can be imaginary. Obviously, nobody's hand is like a gada, right? But it can be meaning to say that it can be a hand which is in the form of a gada. So now, is this word talking about the hand? Do you get what I'm saying? Is this word, the meaning I've given you is a hand which is in the form of a gada. So you're talking about hand. Agree? This can be one meaning of this word, right? Another meaning of this word can be someone who has a gada in his hand.
Yeah.
Right? Do we know the word Chakrapani?
Yeah.
Right? Who is Chakrapani? Somebody who has a chakra in the hand.
Correct.
Right? Are you talking of the chakra or are you talking of the hand? No.
Yeah.
You are talking of someone who has the chakra in his hand. Right? That means you are talking of an Anya Pada. Are you talking of chakra? No. Are you talking of Pani? No. I am talking of someone who has the chakra in his hand. So this word can have an Anya Pada Pradhana meaning. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It can mean an Anya Pada Pradhana. What is Pradhana? Anya Pada. Some other thing. Right? When you say Pitambara, Pita Ambara, are you referring to yellow clothes or are you referring to somebody who wears yellow clothes? It can mean both. The same word can mean both things. Correct? It can mean yellow clothes. Tomorrow, if I wear yellow clothes, I can be Pitambara. Right? So, this is a construction, what is called as Anya Pada Pradhana. Some other word is getting important, right? So now, this word Gada Panihi can be treated as an adjective to Bhima. So, Kidrushaha Bhimaha Asit Saha, Kidrushaha, what type? Gada Panihi Bhimaha. Bhimaha, who had Gada in his hand.
Yeah.
Right? See, in English, you cannot express this unless you use a sentence, unless you use a separate sentence. For example, Bhima, who was carrying a mace in his hand. Right? Of course, you can say the Gada carrying Bhima. But if you get it, make it more complicated. For example, you want to say in the hand Gada carrying Bhima. Does it make sense in English? It doesn't make sense. Right? This is an Anyapada Pradhana Samasa. This word is called a Samasa. Why is it called Samasa? Because it's a compound of two words. Two words put together, compounding. English called as compound words. Right? So Gada Panihi, sun literally means being. We say being, na? Right? Sun is being. So Gada Panihi, being mace borne in the hand, Bhima. Right? I'm trying to translate it using as far as possible the same kind of grammar. Right? Pratisthate. Are you able to see here something interesting happening? We have already done the verb tisthati. Correct, no? Have we already done the word tisthati, which means to stand?
Yes.
Stand.
Stand. Correct, no?
Yeah.
Saha tishtati, he stands. But when we add an upasarga, this Kriya Padam changes from Parasmaipadi to Atmanepadi. Right? And has a completely different meaning. Departs. Right? Now, in Hindi, you very popularly use the word prasthana.
Correct.
Am I right? You are using prasthana, no?
Yeah.
But sthana is place. Correct?
Yeah.
Prasthana is departure.
Yeah.
Where we never asked, हम तभी हिंदी पढ़ते वक्त कभी पूछे नहीं कि क्यों भाई स्थान को प्लेस का अर्थ दिया गया है, प्रस्थान को निकलने का अर्थ दिया गया है, क्यों? Why? We never asked. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, Bahu Tamam.
Correct? I can give you more examples of other words which we are using very commonly. For example, have you ever thought of this word Anushtana? Right?
Yeah.
What is Anushtana? Can you tell me, Rakesh ji? Can you tell me? Anushtana can be worship. Okay, one word can be worship. It can be more specifically, it can be execution. मैंने इस व्रत का अनुष्ठान किया. It's not exactly worship. The meaning is not exactly worship. You say ना कि मैंने इस व्रत का अनुष्ठान किया. Correct? You say this, right? That means what? मैंने ये व्रत का execution किया. व्रत को व्रत को किया. I did the execution of this birth. Am I right? Correct? But have you ever known that this is actually the anusthana? This word anusthana is actually anusthana. Right? Can we safely say that this Kriyapadam, this is a noun, Anutisthati is to execute. To execute a job is Anutisthati. Correct? Does not a question rise immediately in your mind कि why a Anusthana became Anusthana? You understand what I'm saying? Did you understand my question? I am telling you, Anusthana is nothing but Anusthana, right? So what made this change happen? Can you guess? Half the truth you know, half the reason you know already you know. Can you guess why Anusthana became Anushthana? इसका आधा कारण आपको पता है already.
So you had said, sir, that sa can remain as it is only after a or a.
Very
Becomes Murdanya Shakara.
very nice. So this sir changes into the Mudanya sha. Correct? Correct?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And then you follow this guy. Jaisa hai vaisa.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
Because of this Murdanya Shakara, this Ta Varga changes into Ta Varga. There's something else, some other Sandhi, some other thing. That's why I told you, half of it you know. The second half is what? The second half is because of the arrival of this Murdanya Shakara,
Yeah.
right? This Tha, which is a Ta Varga Varna, changes into a Ta Varga Varna. Now tell me, Ta, Tha, Da, Dha. Ta, Tha. Ta, Tha. Ta will change to
The aspirated. Yeah. Yeah.
Ta, Tha. Ta, Tha. Now do you understand why it becomes Anusthana?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more example. Or even better, Pratishtha. Huh? Pra. See now, Pratisthate, to live. Pratisthati, to keep something firmly. Prakarshena tishtati, to stand firmly. Pratisthati, to stand firmly. That means pra, tish, and then you get the form pratishtha, to stand firmly. Pratishtha means what? Something firm, no, standing firm. Is pratishtha. Correct? So you see how words are, we use commonly words which are all borrowed from Sanskrit. Correct? So pratishthat, गधा पानी ही सन विमसेन, हाँ प्रतिष्ठित, leaves, वो जाता है कि क्या करने के लिए, to search for the flowers. तामेव दिशं गत्वा सः गन्धमादन पर्वते सर्वत्र मृगयते. Right? See what beautiful realization. That the word mruga. What is the word mruga? What is the meaning of the word mruga?
Hiran.
Okay, one word is here. Another meaning of the word mruga is animal.
Just animal. Yeah, animal. In Tamil, it is animal. Mrigam. Yeah.
Yes, very nice. No, the one meaning can be deer, but a more general meaning can be animal, right?
Yeah, in Tamil, it is not deer. It's only animal. Mrigam.
Okay, very nice. It's very close to Sanskrit, So, why do we call an animal as mruga? It comes from the mrug dhatu, and the mrug dhatu means to search.
To search. Okay.
So what do animals do? They search for food. No? Either. See, the basic sort of tendency or this thing is to look for food, right? So from the mrug dhatu is a churadigana dhatu, right? The mrug dhatu is a churadigana dhatu. So when I say churadigana dhatu, then the vikarana can be I, correct? No? Aya vikarana, no? Aya vikarana.
Hmm.
And it happens to be Atmanepadi.
Hmm.
So Mrigayate means to search,
Okay.
right? So Saha Gandhamadana Parvate Sarvatra Mrigayate. On the Gandhamadana Parvata,
Hmm.
he searches everywhere. Sarvatra Mrigayate, right? But
Hmm.
even before that, what does he do? Having gone in that direction, what direction? See, they told you, that if that flower came from a particular direction, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Vayuna Anitam. So by the wind, it came from a certain direction. So he goes in that direction. So do you see now the past participle Gatva? Tameva Disham Gatva. Tameva Disham Gatva. Right? Having gone in that direction, see, there are so many things in these four words which you don't know. Why? For example, what is Disham? You don't know. Eva is only. Having gone in that direction only. So now we understand in that direction, right? The Pratipadikam is dish. The Pratipadikam is dish. We will use the word disha, no, in Hindi.
Yeah.
The Pratipadikam in the Sanskrit language is dish,
Yeah.
which gives us the Prathama Vibhakti dik.
Hmm.
Dishau, dishaha. I told you, Digambara, Digambara. The one whose clothes are the directions only, जिसके अंबर दिक्क हैं, उसको कोई कपड़े पहनता नहीं है, वो ही the directions, the six directions are his clothes. So दिक्क अंबर. Okay? So तामेव दिशम गत्वा सह गंधमादन पर्वते. See again here गंधमादन पर्वते, you don't know. You know the word पर्वत. So we have Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Parvate. On the Gandhamadana Parvata. Sarvatra Saha Mrugayate. Mrugayate searches. Right? A Kriya Padam can be Anvishati. Another Kriya Padam.
Hmm.
Or Anvichati. Another Parasmepadi Kriya Padam for Mrugayate. Right? The Mrug Dhatu is an Atmanipada Dhatu. Good. Sarve Praninaha. Sarve Praninaha. All animals. Right? See now here. Praninaha. Pratipadikam Pranin. See how beautiful the word is. In which there is prana, pranin. Right? I told you in which there is rabbit. In which there is rabbit. Shashin. Right? I give you a lot of words, no? In whom there is vidya artha, can be vidyarthin, right? In which there is a shakha, can be shakhin. In which there is prana, is pranin. Right? So nakaranta pulling a word, but I told you we are not going to deal with halanta words. So just to understand what is praninaha, it is prathama vibhakti, bahuvachanam. So you have the word prani, ekavachanam. Praninau, dvivachanam. Praninaha, bahuvachanam. Sarve praninaha, all animals. Tam kutuhalena nirikshante. So now you see here. nir ikshate. Correct? So examine, niriksha. All the animals with curiosity, kutuhalena, tam nirikshante. See the upasarga nir, ikshate. You know, I told you ikshate is to see, right? Nirikshate is to see closely, you know, and examine. Nirikshate. Nirikshate. Nirikshanam, no? In Hindi we say examination, nirikshanam. Correct?
Sir, only one thing in my book, actually, Bhimasenaha Gadapanihi San Pratisthate. After that, next sentence is Tam Praninaha Tam Kutuhalena Nirishante. In between,
That sentence is not there.
yeah, it is missing completely.
Oh, let me write it for you.
Just write the full sentence, I will just write it down.
Tameva, yes, there is a printing error in some books.
Yeah.
Tameva disham gatva saha gandha madana parvate sarvatra mrugayate. Okay, this sentence is not there, I believe.
Yes, sir. And
And then it starts with sarve praninaha tam kutuhalena nirikshante. Right?
Yeah, instead of that, that starts with Tam Praninaha.
Ah, okay. So this is the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Fine. So Gandhamadana Parvata, some Parvata Vishesha, some specific mountain somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Sarve Praninaha Kutuhalena, Kutuhalam. We have this word in Hindi as well, Kutuhala.
Yeah.
So Kutuhalena could be some other vibhakti, right? So with Kutuhala, with curiosity, all animals examine him, they look at him, right?
Yeah.
Agre, see, we have done now, Praninaha is Bahuvachanam. So did you observe what happens here? Nirikshante.
Correct.
Are you seeing the ending?
Yes.
Ekavachanam was nirikshate. Bahuvachanam is nirikshante. Correct?
Yes.
Agre gataha Bhimasenaha. Right? Aage gaya hua Bhimasena. Agre gataha Bhimasenaha. Kadavali vanam alokate. Kadali vanam. Banana plantation. Kadali vanam. Kadali phalam is banana. Banana. And Kadali vanam.
Sir, agre is age.
Aage. Ahead. You know,
Okay.
for example, अग्रजः जो आगे जन्म लेता है वो अग्रजः elder.
Okay. Yeah.
अग्र, right? Agrabhaga is the front part, right? You know somebody who is very skilled, very sharp. We say, you know, his buddhi is kushagra buddhi. You have heard this word? You know, we say he has got kushagra buddhi, sharp intellect, right? How this word comes, you know, kusha, the kusha grass, garba grass, right?
Yeah.
Agra buddhi. The one whose buddhi, whose intellect, is as sharp as the front of the kusha grass, right? The front part. So, agrabhagah kushasya iva yasya buddhihi saha, right? The ones whose intellect is as sharp as the front of the kusha grass is kushagra buddhihi. See, another bahuvrihi. or Anya Pada Pradhana Samasam. Anya Pada Pradhana. You are not talking of Kusha here. Are you talking of Kusha here, or you are talking of Agra, or you are talking of Buddhi? No. You are speaking of somebody whose Buddhi is as sharp as the front of the Kusha grass. Right? See, Anya Pada Pradhana. The Agra means the front. Agre Gataha Bhimasenaha Kadalivinam Alokate. Right? Now see, Alokate is the same as Pashyati. To see. Right? Now, are you able to see the Upasarga A and the Kriyapadam Lokate? Right? Atmane Atmane Padi Dhatu Lok. Right? From which we get the word Loka, that which you see. You understand? We say, no, what do you say? Bhuloka, Paraloka, you see, no? You say that, right? Loka. In Hindi, you say Loka. So, where this word Loka has come from? Loka is come from the word Lokate, the Dhatu Lok, which means to see. So, that which you see is Loka. Right? You get what I'm saying? And what is Paraloka? Have you seen Paraloka? Anybody has seen Paraloka?
No.
Anybody has seen Paraloka and told you कि भाई परलोक ऐसा है, अच्छे अच्छे मिष्ठान मिलते हैं वहां पर, ऐसा कोई बोला है आके आपको? नहीं ना. So the word Paraloka is beyond sight. You understand the meaning?
Yeah.
It is not the loka which you are able to see. It is beyond the sight. It's lokasya pare yah lokaha saha paraloka. You can't see it. It's para, no? It is beyond. Right? Paralokaha. Very nice. Good. So loka gives you the meaning of to see. So alokate. See, now here Upasarga is not doing anything. It's giving the same meaning as lokate. Has alokate changed the meaning in any way? Right? You know what is avalokate? Avalokanam. Avalokate. I told you the Upasarga Ava gives you an idea of the base, of the fundamentals, of its root. Right? So to see something, really nicely, really properly, is avalokate. That means, is there some object you're just seeing it, is lokate. Avalokate means, you're seeing it very carefully and observing it very properly, all its features, what is written on it, everything is avalokate. Right? Can you tell me what is Simhavalokanam? Anybody can tell me what is Simhavalokanam? This is used in Hindi also. This word is used in Hindi also. Simhavalokanam. This is, in Hindi, in English, what we call as a recap. Recap. What is a recap? What is a recap? Suppose you are seeing a serial, right? And in the next serial, they give you a minute of recap. What is recap?
Repeat.
Recapitulate, right? It comes from the word recapitulate. Correct, huh?
Correct.
That means you are seeing it again. So this comes from the word Simha plus Ava plus Loka. Very interesting word, when a lion hunts, right? It kills an animal, right? And goes further a little bit. It comes back to see, अरे किसको मारा? You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Typical behavior of a lion is it kills an animal, goes a little further, then comes back, returns, and looks at it properly. You know, ki kisko mara? What did I kill? So the word Simha Avalokanam. Right? Recap. Are you able to see Avalokanam? Right? Which is Ava and the Lok Dhatu. Right? And obviously there is some pratyaya here which changes it into a noun. This is a verb, no? Correct? Good?
Yeah.
Nice word, no? Simhavalokanam. So Avalokana is to see something nicely, properly, examine properly. Right?
Yeah.
So Alokate, Tatra Hanuman Nidravashagah Asit. See what a beautiful word. Nidra Vashagah. Right? So the one who has gone into the control of Nidra. To say that he is fast asleep, a very nice way to say is, he is gone into the control of sleep. Right? So, for example, all these words which end in gaha, right? For example, khagaha. You know what is khagaha? Khagaha? What is khagaha? The one who is in the kha. So, kham gaha. Kham is sky. So, khagaha can be bird. Khagaha can be the moon.
Sun also.
Khagaha can be the sun.
Yeah, Aditya Hridayam it comes.
In the Aditya Hridayam, you get the word khagaha. Why khagaha? Is khamgaha. Right? The one who is traveling in the sky.
Yeah.
Right? So, are you able to get the meaning of nidra vashagaha? Nidra, sleep, vasha, gaha, the one who has gone into the control of sleep. Right? Nidra ke vash mein gaya hua. Hanuman. Are you able to appreciate Nidra Vashagaha is not talking of Nidra, not talking of Vasha, not talking of Gaha, Anya Pada Pradhana. Right? So Nidra Vashagaha Hanuman Tatra Asit was there. Hanuman, who was sleeping, was there. Right? Sleeping Hanuman was there.
Correct. Yeah.
Very poor translation. Right? The one who has gone into the control of sleep, the one who has gone to sleep. Right? English, you cannot say it without the use of one more kriya padam, one more verb. Here you don't need a verb. Nidra avashagaha is enough. Right? Good. Nidra avashagaha Hanuman tatra asit. Right? This is lang lakara, pratama purusha, ekvachanam. You know the verb asti is asit was. Right? Asti is, asit was. Right? Past tense. Good.
Okay.
Saha Swargadvaram Avritya Shete Sma. Saha Swargadvaram Avritya. You know what is the word for covering? Avarana, no?
Hmm.
You know, Avaranam is cover, no? Right? So the Kriyapadam is Avrinoti, to cover, to hide, right? So having covered Swargadvara, there must have been an entrance to Swarga there, at that place, right? So what this Hanuman was doing, he was sleeping there, covering the door to heaven, right? So having covered the door to heaven, Saha Shete sma. You have a Kriya Padam Shete. Sleeps. Right? But very interestingly, you can make a past tense using the present tense of a Kriya Padam and adding the word sma. Very, very easy. Suppose you want to say he goes. So you say, so suppose you want to say he goes. So you say saha gacchati. Correct, no? Correct? He goes. Correct? Now, if you don't want to do any lakara, any lung lakara, lung lakara, lit lakara, you don't want to do, you can say very conveniently saha gacchati and add the word sma. This means went. Right? All you do is add sma to a lat lakara kriya padam. It will mean the past.
Okay.
And we say Sanskrit is difficult. You know? It's given you one very easy option. Doesn't exist in English. No, you can't take a present tense verb and just add one word and make it past tense. No, in Sanskrit possible. Right? So we see the verb shete. See Atmanepadi Kriya Padam because you see the te, right? The dhatu is sheen. A little complicated dhatu, right? It's on the Adadi Gana, Dvitiya Gana, which we are not going to do. We said that we are going to only stick to 1, 4, 6, 10, right? But they have introduced to you one nice Kriya Padam, sheen, shete. You know, we use the word shayanam. We use the word shayanam for bed, no? Or for sleeping also we say shayanam, no? Or we have the word shayya.
Yeah.
Correct? Bhishma was on a shara shayya. Correct, no? Or mrityu shayya, death bed. Right? Mrityoho shayya, sharanam shayya. Right? So shayya all comes from the dhatu sheen. Clear? So Shetesma. So having covered the door to heaven, he slept. He slept. He was sleeping. Good. Himasenaha tasya samipam gatva simhanadam kurute. Having gone close to him, tasya samipam gatva Bhimasenaha kim kurute? Kim karoti? You would say karoti, no? Simha nadam kurute. Are you seeing the kurute? Atmanepadi. Atmanepadi dhatu. Kriya padam. We have done the word karoti. Parasmapadi. Right? The kru dhatu is ubhayapadi. That means it can become karoti or it can become kurute. Both are possible.
Okay.
So sorry, Sevanadam kurute, he roars. Vivasena, having gone close to him, he roars. Sivanadam kurute. Sivanadam, like makes the sound of the lion.
But this Latlakara seems to
Latlakara.
So it's a combination of, see, the earlier one is sma came, but here this is moved to present tense now.
Yes, correct. Okay, this because you raised this point, I wanted to tell you something interesting. Panini said, Vartamane lat. Why this? What he wanted to say was that if you want to say, denote any action in the present use lut to, carefully understand what I'm saying, to denote an action in the present, use lut. Okay, good.
Hmm.
But what he did not say was the vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What he said was that if a verb is in lut, then don't think that it is in the present. Necessarily in the present. Don't think that it is necessarily in the present.
Okay.
See, if you have seen storybooks, children's storybooks, typically children's storybooks, you will find uh, there is a king Rama, there is a king Dasharatha. He has four sons. Tell me, he has four sons is in what lakara?
Lat lakar.
Present tense. No?
Hmm.
Don't we use the present tense sometimes to denote the past as well?
Yeah.
Or I give you another example. I can ask you to, is there going to be class tomorrow?
Hmm.
Is there going to be class tomorrow?
Yeah.
What are you using? You are using present tense or future tense.
Yeah. Present tense. Yeah.
But where is the action?
Yeah. The future. Yeah.
You are trying to say, will there be class tomorrow?
Yeah.
What your meaning is that, but you are saying, is there class tomorrow?
Correct. Correct.
So even in the English language, the vice versa is not true.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you appreciate what I'm saying? So
Yes.
this, though it is in lat lakara, it is still supposed to be taking place in the past, though it is using lat lakara.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes. Clear.
Because you talked about ideally I wouldn't say this because I don't want to confuse you, but because you asked this question, I found this is important point to tell you, right? That the present tense when written need not necessarily denote an action in the present. It can be past, it can be future, anytime,
Sure.
right? Depending on the context.
Yeah.
Good? Fine.
Yes.
So Sivanadam kurute. Tata Hanuman लोचने ईषद उन्मील्य स्मयते तदा हनुमान किम कुरुते सह लोचने लोचने ईषद उन्मील्य, right? Now उन्मील्य to open, right? उन्मील्य is to open. ईषद little bit थोड़ा सा. लोचने. Now tell me, लोचनम is I. अकारांत नपुंसकलिंग पदम. Good. What could be लोचने? Tell me. What is the prathama vibhakti of, say, for example, jnanam? Jnanam, jnane, jnanani.
Yeah.
Correct? So, this looks like dvivachanam.
Yeah.
Two eyes. Correct?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Tata Hanuman Lochane Ishad Unmilya, having opened his eyes little bit. You know, he was sleeping, na? So he doesn't open his eyes full. Ishad thoda sa. Ishad Unmilya Smayate, smiles. See how the word smiles comes from Smayate.
Hmm.
Smayate. The dhatu is what, you know? You'll be surprised. The dhatu is sme. And we use smile. Here also you are using sme.
Hmm.
The dhatu is sme. It is an atmanepadi dhatu, and you say smayate, not smayati.
Yeah.
Good.
Sir, Ishad Unmilya, a little means which one? Ishad.
Thoda sa. Ishad. Ishad. Ishad is little bit.
And Unmilya?
Unmilya, having opened.
Okay.
Right?
And this Lochane is Prathama Vibhakti.
No, Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Dvitiya Vibhakti
Because,
also it is
because
Lochane only. It's also
yeah,
Lochane.
correct. For Napunsakalinga,
Okay.
the Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti forms are the same.
Okay. Okay.
Across this entire language, the Prathama Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti forms of Napunsakalinga words is the same. You get what I'm saying? So Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti, both same forms. And this is true for the entire language.
Okay.
For example, when I say Manaha, Manasi, Manausi, Manas is an Napunsakalinga word. Just like Jnana is an Napunsakalinga padam. Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti, same. And this you can safely take for the entire language. Wherever you get a Napunsakalinga word, the Prathama Vibhakti and the Dvitiya Vibhakti are the same.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So here we are. Tadava Hanuman, Lochane Isha Dunmilya, Smayate. So he opens his eyes a little bit and smiles. Right? Lat Lakara Smayate. Right? Tataha Bhashate Cha. Tataha Bhashate. You see another Atmanepadi Dhatu Bhash is to speak. Is to speak. Right? The same as Vadati. But Vadati was Parasmayapadi. Bhashate is Atmanepadi. So he speaks. What does he speak? Tataha, and here Tataha is after that. Right? So थोड़ा सा आंख ओपन करता है और उसके बाद बोलता है. So he speaks. What does he speak? Kimartham sukasuktam mam prabodhayasi. Right? So prabodhayasi. Now tell me, if this is the Kriya Padam, what is the subject?
See.
What is the subject?
No, you,
Subject.
no, you. This is
Tvam.
Yeah.
Tvam. Kimartham. Tvam. Kimartham. Why? Kimartham. Why? For what purpose? Kimartham is why. Mam prabodhayasi. Why are you waking me up, Baba? Prabodhayati. Right? Why are you bringing bodha to me? Why are you bringing consciousness to me? I am sleeping. Right? And what kind of a person I am? I am Sukha Suptaha. So Sukha Suptam Mam. Right? Happily sleeping. Why are you waking me? Happily sleeping me. Happily sleeping me. So you find a word Sukha Suptaha. Right? Aham Sukha Suptaha Asmi. I am happily sleeping. Kimartham Mam Sukha Suptam Prabodhayasi. Right? So now this is an object. No? You are waking up whom? Me. Waking up whom? The one who is happily sleeping. So Dvitiya Vibhakti. This is in Prathama Vibhakti here. I am happily sleeping. Sukha Suptaha Asmi Aham. Sukha Suptam Mam. Kimartham Prabodhayasi. Why are you waking me up, Baba? Happily sleeping. मुझे आराम से सोने वाले को क्यों जगा रहे हो? Right? Tvam kaha. Who are you? Right? This Hanuman asks this Bhimasena, Tvam kah kimartam agatah? Kyun aaye ho bhai?
Hmm.
Why have you come here?
Hmm.
Eshah devalokasya margah vartate. See here, Atmanepadi dhatu.
Hmm.
The Atmanepadi dhatu vrit. Right? It is the same meaning as asti. Eshah devalokasya margah asti. This is the way, in English you would say way to heaven. But here, devalokasya margah asti. This is the way of the Devaloka. Right? This is the path of Devaloka. Right? Eshaha Devalokasya margah asti. Another form, Eshaha Devalokasya margah vartate.
Hmm.
Atmanepadi kriyapadam. Right? Atra manushyanam praveshaya anumatihi na vidyate. Another form of asti, vidyate. So now you have four forms of asti, bhavati, vartate, vidyate. All meaning is. Right? You can use bhavati, you can use asti, you can use vartate, you can use vidyate. So anumatihi na vidyate. There is no permission. किसको किसके लिए परमिशन नहीं है? मनुष्याणाम प्रवेशाय, for the purpose of entry of humans. Here there is no permission. Anumatihi.
So how vidyate becomes Atmanepadi, sir? Vidyate.
The vid dhatu in the fourth gana, I told you that vid dhatu comes in the second gana.
So this comes by the second rule. It is not self-doing or anything. It is based on the dhatu itself.
It is based on the dhatu itself.
Okay, I got it. I remember that, but I just wanted to know how it is self-doing when it is applicable for others.
I told you self-doing is one meaning,
Yeah,
one
the
way.
second rule. Yeah, second rule.
Second meaning, that is the
Yeah.
dhatu itself is Atmanepadi.
Got it.
And it is in the Chaturtha Gana and becomes Vidyate. Good? Right? So, Atra Anumatihi na Vidyate Manushanam Praveshaya.
So Anumatihi na asti is also correct, right?
Very nice. You can say Anumatihi nasti.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You could have said it in any of the four ways. You could say Anumatihi nasti.
Okay, sir.
You can say na bhavati,
Okay, sir.
na vartate, vichalati, na vartate. That is also fine.
Okay.
Four ways of saying is there.
Got
Right? Kada Bhimasenaha brute. Again, another kriyapadam for to speak. Right? Brute. The dhatu is bru. The bru dhatu. Right? The same as the meaning as vadati. Same meaning. Exactly same meaning. So Tada Bhimasenaha brute. So Bhimasena spoke. Right? You see how I translated it. I didn't say speaks. I said spoke. Right? Tada Bhimasenaha brute. Aham Kuntiputraha Bhimasenaha. He says, I am Kuntiputra Bhimasena. Etena margena gantum ichchami. I wish to go by this road. Etena margena gantum ichchami. You know what ichchami, you know? I wish. Correct, no? I wish. Now the rest of the words you don't know. Gantum ichchami. Etena margena. Wish to go by this road. Right? Aham etena margena gantum ichchami. Tvam uttishta. Gives him an order. Tvam uttishta. Get up. It's like you get up. No krupaya and no sense of humility. Gives him an order. Tvam uttishta. Margam prayacha. Give way. Right? Margam prayacha. Lot lakara. Right? We have done the kriyapadam prayachati.
Yeah.
Gives. Right? Prakarshena yachati. I told you prakarshena with force. Right?
Yeah.
He's a kingly kind, no person, no. So he says, leave the way. Margam prayacha. Right? This is Lot Lakara. Gives him an order. Very, disrespectfully, he tells him, Uttishta. So prayacha. Like that. Right? Hanuman Vadati. See, now you have used Parasmay Hanuman Vadati. It could have been Hanuman Brute. Right? It could have been Hanuman Brute. It could have been Hanuman Bhashate. Right? You know, the word Bhasha comes from the Kriyapada, from the Dhatu Bhash. You know, Bhasha, language?
Yeah.
It comes from the Dhatu Bhash.
Okay.
You know, interestingly, Bhash is an Atmanepadi Kriyapadam, is an Atmanepadi Dhatu, and gives rise to the word, the verb Bhashate, right? And the Dhatu Bhash is Parasmepadi and gives rise to the Kriyapadam Bhashati, which means to bark. So, Shunakaha Bhashati. Manushyaha Bhashate. Small difference. Actually, many times Manushyaha Bhashati and maybe Shunakaha Bhashate. Prayaha. We don't know. We don't understand. But possibly the dog is talking and the people are barking. Okay. Remember this Bhashati and Bhashati.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So Hanuman Vadati, Aham Vyadhi Piditaha Asmi. Vyadhi, sickness, disease. So he says, Aham Vyadhi Pidita Asmi. I am troubled, I am sick, or I am troubled by sickness. So Vyadhi Piditaha, two words, Vyadhi Piditaha can be one who is bothered by sickness. Aham Vyadhi Piditaha Asmi. Ataha Utthatum Mama Shakti na vidyate. Therefore, Utthatum, to get up. Utthatum Mama Shakti, my strength is not there. Mama Shakti nasti. Na vidyate, na vartate, na bhavati. यदि त्वया अवश्यम गंतव्यम, अगर जाना ही है, यदि अवश्यम गंतव्यम त्वया, right? Now here the grammar is complicated. We won't deal with the grammar. I am simply translating it for you. यदि त्वया अवश्यम गंतव्यम, अवश्यम you are able to understand, right?
Yeah.
अगर जाना ही है, अवश्यम जाना है, अवश्य जाना है, यदि त्वया अवश्यम गंतव्यम, ताम लंघयित्वा गच्छ. अगर जाना ही है तो मुझ पर मुझे क्रॉस करके जाओ, राइट? मेरा लंघन करके जाओ. माम लंघयित्वा. तो लंघयति will mean to cross over. Right? So अगर जाना ही है तो cross over me and go. No? Why are you bothered? Why should I get up? Right? Mam langayitva gaccha iti. Here you find the word here, the word set yadhi tari. That means if, then. If something, then something. If you really should go, then cross over me. So you see the formation if, then, yadi, tarhi.
Okay.
Good?
Yes.
Fine. Tada Bhimasenaha vadati. Right? So Hanuman tells him, if you really have to go, then cross over me and go. I can't get up. No energy. Tada Bhimasenaha vadati. Paramatma Deham Deham Vyapya Avatisthate iti aham jane. Paramatma, you know, the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord, what does he do? Deham Vyapya, having, Vyapya is, having penetrated or having, penetrated. Our concept is what? That Paramatma, God pervades, our body completely. Every cell of our body has got Paramatma in it. Right? So Bhimasena says, Paramatma Deham Vyapya, right? Having pervaded the body, Paramatma Avatisthate. So what does he do? He sits in every kana of our body. He stands in every kana of our body. He remains in every kana. That means Avatisthate. Very fundamentally, he is there in our body. Right? Iti aham jane, I know that Paramatma, having pervaded us, right, is fundamentally present in every body. He knows that. Correct? Therefore, tava langhanena tasya avamananam
So this
kartum.
Jane is also kept in bold. Jane.
Jane is janami, aham janami in the Pasmepadi form. In Atmanepadi form, aham jane.
So this
Right?
is also Ubhayapati Dhatu.
Upayapadi, nya is Upayapadi.
Okay.
We did the verb janite, no?
Yeah.
Which is the same as janati.
Yeah.
Janati Pasmepadi. Janite, Atmanepadi.
Okay. Sir. Jane is
Jane is Uttama Purusha.
okay.
Anite was Prathama Purusha. Here it is Uttama Purusha. See, we have yet to do all the 9 forms we have to
Yeah.
do. Only see.
Yeah.
We have only seen Prathama Purusha Ekvachanam, Prathama Purusha Bahuvachanam, and now we are seeing here Uttama Purusha Ekvachanam.
Correct.
Other forms also exist, right? I think aham jane. Tavalanganena, by crossing over you, tasya avamananam, his insult. Whose insult? God's insult. Kartum aham na utsahe. Utsahe. I do not, utsaha. You know the word utsaha? Encouragement, or what should we say? Fervor, right? So I have no fervor to insult him. Whom? To insult God. You see, utsahe. Again, Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. In Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam, it would have become utsahate. Right? Like jane, janite, utsahe, utsahate. Right? So aham na utsahe. Tasya avamananam kartum. I do not want to insult that God who is in every particle of your body. Right? That is my belief. Correct? Anyatha Hanuman Sagaram iva tvam langayitva gacheyam. I will merely translate this for you because there is a lot of, very advanced grammar in this. So otherwise, if I was not thinking like that, that you are a part of God, right? That God is in every particle of you. Otherwise, what I would have done, like Hanuman crossed the ocean, I would have also crossed over you and gone. Bhima is saying, he doesn't know that he's talking to Hanuman.
Correct.
He says, just as Hanuman crossed over the ocean and went to Lanka, I would have also crossed over you and gone. I would have gone. Are you seeing a different lakara? Right? So, Anyatha, Hanuman Sagaram Langayitva Lankam Gatavan Iva Swam Langayitva Ahamapi Gacheyam. Right? So, like Hanuman crossed over the ocean, I would have also crossed over you and gone. Right? But I'm not crossing over you because in your body there is God. pervading in every cell of your body. So I don't want to insult that God. So I don't want to cross over you. I have not gone into the detailed grammar of this because it's too far away.
Okay.
You will have to revisit this chapter. So probably, started doing the second book. You'll have to again come to this chapter and see.
Sure.
I have merely translated it for you,
Okay.
not going to the grammar of words.
Okay.
Yeah. This chapter is a very good introduction to the details available in the Sanskrit language, and I always recommend that even after completing the second book, you still have to come back here and see the usage
Right.
after completing the second book. Actually, so imagine how much grammar is there hidden in this book, in this chapter, right? Okay, shall we stop here?
Right, sir.
धन्यवादाः.
Baraha.
शुभदिनं.
Oh.
शुभदिनं.